going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weight Zone podcast, and we're back for another Cage Warriors breakdown. Last week we went 6-3 for our Cage Warriors bets. If you watched our UFC breakdown, we went 5-2 for our UFC bets. Yeah, so it was a great weekend yesterday. We went 11-5 on our MMA bets. We hit like 4 parlays. We hit a couple underdogs. Yeah, it was a great betting weekend for us last week. So yeah, guys, I just want to hurry up and get into this next one. I wanted to give you guys 24 hours before the fights come out. I want to give you guys the breakdowns. The weigh-ins just happened. I like to wait for the weigh-ins before I give you guys the bets. I just got the odds as well too on BetMGM. I just got everything. I put the parlays together, just made my bets after everything. So yeah, guys, let's get into this first breakdown of the day for Cage Warriors. It's gonna be Simone Patrizi versus Diego Dixon, and in this one we're gonna be parlaying. This is gonna be the first leg of our parlay. It's gonna be Simone Patrizi. It's gonna be the first leg. We're gonna be taking him. Where in this fight, I think Simone Patrizi is just a dog, man. He has a good pressure. He walks forward, and he just likes throwing combinations, and he just doesn't know how to take a back step. Where someone in Diego Dixon just he's gonna be takedown or bust in this fight. He's gonna be going for submissions. He doesn't really have, his hands are very limited. And if this fight comes down to where Diego Dixon ends up getting Patrizi down to the floor, Patrizi's really good to get into underhooks and getting the floor back. Getting the fight back to the standing right away. Where I just think this fight is going to probably end up to where it's going to come to a dog fight. And when the fight ends up a dog fight with Patrizi, he just loves that kind of fight. He knows how to just keep throwing, doesn't know how to give up. And if someone like Diego Dixon, when it comes into a dogfight, he tends to give up. When he doesn't get the takedowns and it doesn't go his way, he ends up just folding. He just starts to give up. He doesn't really start trying anymore. Like, he just goes all out in the first round for the first 2 minutes, and if he doesn't get it, he just gives up the fight. So for this one, it's going to be a first leg of the parlay. We're going to be taking Simone Patrizi, and it's going to be a first leg of a parlay. This is our second leg of the parlay. This is another giant favorite. Patrizi was a minus 800 favorite, and now this guy, Teddy Stringer, he's a minus 2,000 favorite. Yeah, he's going to dominate this fight completely. He's one of the best prospects coming out of Cage Warriors right now. He has great stand-up. He has good takedowns. He has good submissions. Yeah, at the moment, I don't see a spot where this kid is not good on MMA at the moment, and with this guy, he's fighting in Mason Kobayashi. Like, I've watched 3 of his fights, and every single time he gets taken down, he does not know how to stop a takedown. He gets taken down every single time. He doesn't know how to get back up. Yeah, he didn't get finished in some of the fights where he lasted the whole time on the floor, but this is one of those fights where he's gonna get finished. Like, you cannot get taken down every single time by someone like Teddy Stringer and think you're gonna make it through all 3 rounds. Is getting taken down the whole time. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be the second leg of our parlay, and it's gonna be another giant favorite. But we're gonna be adding another 2 people to the parlay, and I'll let you guys know very soon. But yeah, the second leg of the parlay is going to be Teddy Stringer. Third leg of the parlay, we're going to be taking Dylan Hazan, and this Dylan Hazan versus Elvis Oliveira. Dylan Hazan is on another minus 2,000 favorite, and as he should be. He's going to dominate this fight. Elvis Oliveira doesn't have a chin. He doesn't have stand-up at all. Like, when he does throw, he throws very wild, and he doesn't know how to put things together. And someone like Dylan Hazan that's going to keep putting the pressure on you and just throwing straight punches down the middle, and he's just not going to stop, and he just likes walking you down. So this fight, I just think Dylan Hazan's probably going to win by knockout in the first, second round, or even where he knocks you down with a straight right hand and then he jumps on your neck and submits you. But it's another confident play. We're going to be adding it to the parlay. It's going to be the third leg of the parlay, and it's another minus 2,000 favorite. We're going to be adding one more to the parlay, and I'll let you guys know very soon for who's going to be the last leg. But yeah, give us Dylan Hazan for the last the third leg. It's going to be Leon Naman taking on Naglis. I think I'm going to try to say his name. It's the Kanasakas. But yeah, for Naglis, we're going to be taking Naglis. This is the fourth leg of our parlay. He's a minus 350 favorite, and this fight's going to come down to who's a better grappler. Both these guys are actually pretty decent grapplers. Both of these guys like getting takedowns. Both of these guys have good jiu-jitsu. I've seen Leon Naman has a good jiu-jitsu in his guard, where I seen him catch a guy in a triangle. Literally, the guy jumped on him, and he caught a guy in a triangle within like 2 seconds. So, but yeah, he's taking a guy in like Naglis, the smiling boy, where Naglis is actually he has decent boxing, he has good takedowns, he has good jiu-jitsu, and I don't see him getting submitted in Naman's guard. So yeah, that's why we're going to be taking him as our fourth leg of our parlays. Like I said, it's going to come down to who has the better grappling, and Naglis has fought the way better competition, and yeah, that's why I just think he's going to be a lot ready for this fight. Fighting the better competition, he's learned a lot more, and I just think he's the better grappler in this this fight. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be the fourth leg of our parlay. That's gonna be the last leg of our parlay for the first 4 fights, and yeah, that's gonna come out to a minus 125 at the moment. If you put them all together, it's actually a pretty good line. It's gonna be going up more and more because I guarantee these minus 2,000 favorites are gonna end up minus 5,000 favorites. So go ahead and get your parlays in ASAP. But yeah, that's gonna be the fourth leg of our. It's gonna be our first underdog we're gonna be taking of the day. It's gonna be Damon Donald taking on, I think it's Matteo Martingoni, and in this fight we're gonna be taking Damon Donald. This fight's a very low-level fight where two guys barely started their MMA careers. Both of them, one of them, Matteo, is 2-0, and Damon Donald is 1-0 in the very early in the professional career. Like I said, very low-level fight, but I'm taking Damon Donald in this fight. I do think he's gonna be able to stop the takedowns. From the fights I've seen, I do see when someone goes for a takedown, he gets underhooks right away. He's quick to get his back against the fence and keep the fight standing, and his boxing is very crisp. Like, he throws very crisp hands, and they're very hard punches as well, where when he does connect, his opponents do feel it. And as someone like Matteo, I don't think he's going to be able to take the shots, where I do see when he does get hit, he backs up a lot. But he's going to be going for the takedown in this fight, and it's going to be up to Damon Donald to keep this fight standing up, because if Damon Donald keeps this fight standing up, I just think he's going to piece up Matteo like every single way possible. So yeah, guys, we're going to be taking Damon Donald in this fight. I just think he's going to be able to either finish this fight late in the third round or get his decision where he just wins this fight standing up with just the power shots and the volume where he gives out, guys. But it's going to be a close fight, but we're going to be taking Damon Donald as an underdog. This is going to be the next fight we're going to be adding. It's going to be Caleb Parker taking up Jack Claffey, and it's going to be another underdog play. It's a slight underdog at a minus 120 underdog, but we're going to be taking a shot on Caleb Parker. Caleb Parker is a 2-4, but the reason why he's 2-4 is that he's actually fought some really good competition, and with Jack Claffey at 2-1, coming from bare knuckle boxing, mainly a boxer, he doesn't really have his skills turned out all the way around, where I think he's going to be a great for the. I do think this is going to be a great matchup for Caleb Parker, where Caleb Parker has really good boxing as well, and he just loves the fight where he's going to be in your face, he's going to be throwing body shots, he's going to be throwing hooks, he's going to be throwing straight right hands, and he's fought some really good fighters. Like, every single person that Caleb Parker has fought is probably going to end up being in the UFC one day, and he's giving them a hell of a fight. I know he lost the fight, but he's giving them a hell of a fight every single time. So yeah, we're going to be taking Caleb Parker as an underdog in this one. I do think he's going to be putting the pressure on Jack Claffey, and I just don't think Jack Claffey's going to have enough for him. I think Jack Claffey's going to come in trying to land some hard shots in the beginning, and he's going to be very surprised when Caleb Parker's still standing in front of him after taking a couple, and he's going to be taking some body shots, and I just think he's going to fold over with those body shots. I don't think his skills are all the way there. Caleb Parker might get a takedown, but for the most part, I do think this is going to be a stand-up fight where Caleb Parker just pieces him up after the first round, for the second and third round where he just takes advantage after Jack Claffey just realizes he doesn't have anything for Caleb Parker after the first round. So yeah, guys, another underdog play. Take Caleb. And I did say in that last one it was going to be a 4-leg parlay, but I did forget. It's going to be a 5-leg parlay, guys. I'm sorry for that. Check out the description after the video. Make sure you get all the bets, and I'm going to put all the bets I made in there, and it's going to be in our description. I update it after every single fight, so just check the description out to make sure you get my bets I'm going to be making. But it's going to be a 5-leg parlay. I did forget to add Jack Axworthy. Jack Axworthy is going to dominate this fight. I don't see a way how Cesare Simon wins this fight at all. He's not good at all. Jack Axworthy is going to win this fight however he wants. So he can take it down. He can stand his fight up and knock him out. He can submit him. He can do whatever he wants, like literally anything he wants. So Jack Axworthy is a minus 5,000 favorite. We're going to be adding him to that parlay for the first 4 fights of the day. It's going to be a 5-leg parlay, and then, yeah, guys, it's going to give us a little better line. It's not going to be adding too much to the juice, but it's because he's a minus 5,000, but he will win this fight. We're going to be taking in this one, it's going to be Giuseppe, I don't know how to say his name, Mastro Como versus Saeed Hassan, and this one we're going to be taking Giuseppe to win this fight, where Hassan has I can't find that much tape on him at all, like literally nothing. I found like a 30-second video on him, but I can't find no tape on him at all. But if you look at his record on Tapology, he's fought a lot of low-level fighters. One of his wins is an eligible win on Tapology, where he fought a guy that is 0-10, where this guy is probably just going in there, just taking losses just because he wants to, because he's just signing over fights just to get wins on these other guys' records. So this guy, I think Saeed Hassan, just bullshit. I think his record's bullshit. I do think he's going to go out there and get beat up, because actually Giuseppe has actually fought some decent competition. Giuseppe has some good uppercuts. Giuseppe has some good hooks. Boxing all around is pretty good, and I just think it's gonna be way too much for a guy that's just a fake fighter. Like I tell you guys every single time I see someone that has an illegitimate record, and I just see you're fighting people that has a record of 2-8, 1-4, 2-6, and then you fight a guy that's 0-10, and then Tapology finally flags you for your bullshit record. So yeah, guys, we're gonna be taking Giuseppe. I think Giuseppe's gonna go out here and just dominate him and just make him realize he's a fake fighter. So we're gonna get into this next fight. It's gonna be Fran Breeze taking on Davide. I think it's Scarano, and we're gonna be taking Fran Breeze as the first leg of a parlay in this one. I do think this fight's gonna be competitive in the first round, where Davide is gonna be going for takedowns. That's all he really has. He's gonna be takedown or busting this one. But he doesn't. If he does get a takedown, he doesn't have good top control at all. Where a lot of his opponents get right back up after he gets you down, and where someone like Fran Breeze, where after he gets taken down or he has someone going for a takedown, he gets his back against the fence real quick. He gets underhooks. He knows how to. He literally just knows what he's doing to keep the fight standing up. And this, like I said, I think this fight's gonna be competitive first in the first round. But Fran Breeze has great leg kicks, and Davide's like susceptible to leg kicks. Where I do think Fran Breeze is gonna be piecing up with the leg kicks for the whole first round, and eventually Davide is not going to be able to move around anymore. He's not going to be able to circle. He's not going to be able to shoot as many takedowns as hard because his legs going to be chewed up. And I just think Fran Breeze after that point is going to get a second or third round knockout where Davide is going to end up where his legs going to be chewed up and he's going to be standing there. He's going to be a sitting duck, and then Fran Breeze is just going to start taking off on him. So yeah, guys, this is going to be the first leg of the parlay. First leg, it's going to be a 2-leg parlay I'm going to be doing, and this is going to be Fran Breeze for the first part. This one is going to be I don't know how to say his name, but it's going to be Mariusz-Wilson taking on Manuel de Valle. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I might be sounding like a hater, but Manuel de Valle is just not good. I watch his fights. He's not good. He doesn't put his hands up. He doesn't really know how to fight at a pro level, in my opinion. I just think he's going to go out here and just get beat up. I just think Mariusz has good boxing, good takedowns. I think he's going to be able to win this fight wherever he wants to. And this is going to be another parlay we're going to be doing. He's going to be the first leg of a parlay of another 2-leg parlay. Don't get it twisted with, like I say, guys, check the description out before you make your bets. And if you guys are trying to tail me on my bets, this is going to be a first leg of another parlay. He's not going to be in the parlay with Fran Breeze. He's going to be in another one. But we're going to be taking Mujewski to win. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Mujewski to win this fight. Like I said, I don't think Manuel de Valle is good at all. I watched his tape. He just seems like he is just like another one of those guys that just lucky to be here. So I think he's gonna get knocked out in like first, second round. So yeah, guys, another first leg parlay. Give me Mariusz. All right, guys, and this one is it's gonna be a second leg of a parlay. This is gonna be the one that's gonna be going with Fran Breen. This fight's gonna be Christian Tebat taking on Florian Dushka. We're gonna be taking Florian in this fight. I see that he has really good boxing. He has really good takedowns as well, where Christian Tebat can't stop a takedown. So I do think this fight's going to be where Florian's going to be on top, landing a lot of ground and pound for this fight. But yeah, Florian made his debut in Cage Warriors, and he had a really, really tough opponent. They threw him to a dog, and he still looked really good. He went out there, still got his takedown, still went out there and did his thing. And I just think this is another one. This is a fight where Cage Warriors is kind of thanking him for taking that hard fight, and now they're giving him a fight to go out there and win. He is a big favorite. He's a -300 favorite, so that's why we're going to be adding him to the parlay with Fran Breen, and that parlay is going to be coming out to a -111 when you put them both together. I just think Florian is the better fighter. I think Florian's going to get the takedown, dominate top control, ground and pound. He might get a finish after Christian Tebat gets tired after the first round. This fight might be competitive for the first round, where they're going to be filling out each other. Christian Tebat lands a couple shots, and then eventually Florian gets a fight to the floor, and then he just dominates from there. Yeah, so give me Florian in this fight as a second leg of the parlay with Fran Breen. And yeah, guys, Florian's I think he's going to dominate this fight on the floor. And it's going to be Connor Wilson versus Raj Breen, and we're going to be taking Connor Wilson in this fight. It's going to be the second leg of the parlay with Mujewski. I think Connor Wilson's completely going to dominate this fight. I don't think Raj Breen has anything for him. I think Raj Breen's going to come in just trying to swing wild, try to grab get the fight into the clinch, take the fight to the floor, but I just don't think he's going to be able to. I think Connor Wilson's going to be standing on the outside and just pick him apart, and if he does get the fight in the clinch, he's going to eat some elbows, he's going to eat some heavy shots on the inside. And yeah, I think Connor Wilson's going to win this fight via knockout in the first or second round. Probably the first round, I think he's going to win it by knockout, but yeah, I'm not going to take too long on this. I just think Raj Breen is not that good of a fighter, and Connor Wilson is going to piece him up and probably knock him out easily, guys. Second leg of the parlay with Mujewski. This is going to be another fight that it's going to be very low level, and I'm not going to be betting this fight most likely. I'm going to take George Smith just because Craig Rawlings has not shown that he can't stop a takedown. But I'm not very confident in George Smith either because, like I said, this is a very low level fight. These might be the two worst fighters in the whole entire card. So yeah, I'm going to be taking George Smith. I think he's going to be able to get the takedowns and win this fight, but not confident at all. I'm not going to be betting it, so I'm not going to take too long on this. Yeah, so yeah, guys, I'm passing on it. take George Smith if you want just to have some action on it, but I'm not going to do anything for it. All right, in this fight, guys, it's going to be another one of those fights that both fighters are very good grapplers, and it's going to come down to who's more of a dog and who wants it more, who wants to get on top, who puts the pressure on it. And I just think for this fight, when Matthew Calamari versus Emanuele Sabatino, I just think Sabatino is just way better, more of a dog. I'm telling you, like I watched Matthew Calamari fight, I think it was Adam Shelley, and he just gave up. The dude literally just gave up. He gassed out after the first round. He had nothing. All he did was shoot takedowns and didn't do anything with them. And he just gave up. He lost the fight 30-27, 30-27, and one judge gave it 30-25 just because he just was shooting labrum takedowns from so far out and just looked horrible in my opinion. And with someone like Sabatino, where he's a fucking dog, like he's going to take you down and he's going to actually be throwing hands with you. You take him down, he's going to get back up. He's going to be throwing hands with you standing up. He's going to be coming for it. So I'm not going to go and put my money on someone like Matthew Calamari who's just going to try to take you down and hold you down and just hug you and lay and pray, hug you and lay and pray. I hate those kind of fighters. Give me the fighter. If the fight's going to come down to a dog fight where they're going to be standing there and who's going to come down to who wants it more, give me Emmanuel Sabatino because he's going to want it more. He's a younger fighter and he just a lot better in my opinion, and he's just not going to give up. Where I can see Calamari literally not being able to get the takedown in the first round and then just giving up and shelling up and probably getting pieced up, knocked out in the second round via ground and pound. Well, actually caught with the straight right hand and then just ground and pound until he just literally just folds over and just like gets a fetal position. So yeah, we're gonna be taking Emmanuel Sabatino. We're gonna be taking the money line on him. It's a pretty good odd. I think it's a -140 for him at the moment, and I think that's pretty good because guys, give me Clark Kent. Clark Kent is gonna go out there and whoop some ass today. Or I should say, in this fight, it's going to be a really good fight between, I think it's Ewan Davies versus Adam Shelley. And it's going to be a really good fight, guys. I don't really have a good read on it to tell you, like, I'm very confident in somebody because both of these fighters are really good. But I can't tell you the fight's going to come down to where if Davies can get the fight to the floor and get Shelley to the floor. Shelley has shown that he has good takedown defense, and when he does get taken down to the floor, he doesn't just give up. He throws elbows from the bottom. He's very active from the floor. He gets up, and he has great boxing when he is standing up. So yeah, going into this fight, I was just saying whoever the underdog is probably who I'm going to be taking. And then the line opened up and Shelley was a +150 underdog. So yeah, we're going to be going with Adam Shelley in this fight because it's going to be more of a dog or pass. Just take whoever the plus money is on. Like if you guys see this video tomorrow and there's plus money on Ewan Davies, take Davies, honestly. But yeah, we're going to be taking Shelley. I got a +150 on him. We're going to be taking a small bet on him. This is one of those fights that you just want to watch and have a great time watching it because like I'm saying, both these guys are really good and it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be another parlay we're going to be making. It's going to be for the next 3 fights I'm going to be telling you guys. This is going to be the first leg for the parlay. Stefan Partino taking on Ali. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm just going to call him Ali. But Stefano Partino is who we're going to be taking. This fight's going to come down to where Stefano Partino is going to be able to take him down at will. Ali doesn't have good takedown defense and he decides just to pull guillotine or get in guard every single time. I don't understand why he does that because he doesn't really have a good submission skills in my opinion, but yeah, I just think this is going to be one of those fights where Stefano's going to take him down. Ali's going to pull guard. Stefano's going to keep top control. And he's probably just going to keep top control for 3 rounds. It's just like that. Land some shots. Shoot a takedown. Ali's going to pull guard, trying to get a sub, and he's not going to get it. And then Stefano's just going to be keeping top control for 3 rounds and win a unanimous decision. So, yeah, he's going to be the first leg of a parlay. I'm going to let you guys know in the next 2 fights who the next 2 legs of the 3-leg parlay is going to be. But, yeah, first leg is going to be Stefano Partino. I think he's going to win this fight via unanimous decision, just by takedowns over. Second leg of the parlay, it's another heavy favorite, but this fight's going to be Samuel Biasco taking on Adam Cullen. And for this fight, I think it's going to be, honestly, another, like a domination fight by Adam Cullen. I can't find too much tape on Samuel Biasco, but with a 12-14 record and you've been knocked out like 6-7 times already, I guarantee Cage Warriors is just signing him, just coming here and just give him a check so we can go in there and just get Adam Cullen another win. Cage Warriors tend to do that sometimes. We see UFC do that sometimes just to build people up. And I think this is one of those spots where Adam Cullen is just a really good boxer, and they're signing somebody that just gets knocked out, and he has a really horrible record where he has more losses than wins. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna be the second leg of the parlay. We're gonna be Adam Cullen in this. I think Adam Cullen's gonna end up winning this fight by knockout. I think this is a setup fight for him. I I think the company just giving him a free win. So yeah, second leg of the parlay. Give you the last bet of the day. We're going to be making the third leg of the third leg of that parlay. I will let you guys know who I'm going to be picking in the main event, but I don't think I'm going to be betting the main event because I don't have a good read on who I think is going to win, and the line is just way too off and greasy for me. But yeah, for our third leg of the parlay, it's going to be Mason Jones taking on Michael Pagani, and I think we're going to be taking Mason Jones. Both these guys are really good in my opinion. Both are really young prospects. Mason Jones has good takedown defense. Pagani has good takedown defense, so I do think this fight's going to be standing up. And if the fight does get taken down, I do think it's going to be taken down by Mason Jones, getting Pagani to the floor and probably just ground and pounding him. But yeah, we're going to be taking Mason Jones, where like I said, this fight's going to be very competitive. I like both of these fighters, and this is a good spot for you guys. With Mason Jones being a minus 350 favorite, when you come down to this fight and you hit your first, if the first two legs of the parlay hit, maybe you should hedge out with Michael Pagani, because you don't want to lose out when Michael Pagani goes out there and just pieces up Mason Jones, because this kid is good, but Mason Jones has fought the higher competition, and since he's left the UFC, or actually got dropped from the UFC, he's been on a tear. So we're just going to go with the guy that's in great form. He's coming off the drop from the UFC. He's won 3 fights in a row, and he's looked very impressive in every single one of them, but he is fighting a very tough prospect in Michael Pagani, like I said. So if you guys want to, I'm going to be hedging out with Michael Pagani just so I can win some money either way after the first 2 legs hit. But we are going to be taking Mason Jones just based on that he's fought the higher competition. I just think he's a better fighter. Main event, it's going to be Dario Belandi taking on Robin Roos. And I'm not going to be betting this fight. I'm just going to be sitting back and kicking back and watching this main event. I just don't really have a good read on it. I've only seen one fight of Robin Roos's, and he hits really fucking hard. He's very patient. He stands there and just waits for the kill shot. And where someone like Dario Belandi just comes forward, he goes for takedowns, he throws some hard shots. I've seen a lot of people are very confident in Belandi. I see that Tapology, they said that there's the votes were like 96% on him to win, but I don't think so. I don't know. I just think this fight's a lot closer. The odds say it. It's a more of a minus 250 area where he's only a minus 250 favorite. But I'm not going to be betting it. I'm just going to watch this fight and just enjoy the last main event. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking, if you guys want my prediction, I'm going to be taking Dario Belandi to win, but I'm not confident in it. I'm not going to be betting it. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the Cage Warriors breakdown. So, yeah, guys, come back every single week. We're going to be doing this. Tomorrow, I'm going to be dropping my UFC 304 predictions. So, come back for the UFC 304 predictions. Check out the description for all my bets. I'm going to be putting them I'm going to be putting all the bets I'm going to be placing in tonight in my description. So, come and check out the description. So, make sure you get all my bets in there. Like the video, comment on the page, give me your best bets. If you guys have any bets on the card or disagree with any of my predictions, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the page. Come back every single week. We're going to be posting the MMA bets. If you guys like soccer, we post soccer every single day as well. And we're going to be out of here, guys, because we're out of here. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got UFC tomorrow, like I said. Yep, we out of here. Welcome to the Wager Zone, everybody.